Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you're watching, a random video. I know I should be finishing Undertale Pacifism mode, but I am sick, as you can tell, and as if you see on Facebook, you can tell I've been very sick for a while. But I was bored, and I didn't want to do more editing of traffic musings, which I am behind on, but that's okay. But I also didn't really feel like playing a game that took a lot of effort, so I wanted to play around with this encoder that I discovered from doing the live stream and such, and I discovered once again that you need money in this world because the quality normally is super low, which is why I have the screen super zoomed so you can actually see the words. Because if I had it on 100% zoom with the quality of the encoder, you couldn't even read the words. It was awful. I'm also using this video as a way to practice using the webcam, as it may be a possible thing I might do in the future. Although with how well this thing seems to do when recording, I'm not so sure that's going to be possible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I decided to do something easy, where it's just kind of me talking, even though it's not really good for my voice, but not a lot of thinking and cognitive, except there's tons of thinking and cognitive. Anyway, it's not like a normal game where I could mess up. So this is the Will You Press the Button? So we're just gonna dive into the terrible thoughts of Sarahscopic. Let's begin with the first question. You'll be able to watch every movie, TV show ever in 1080p or higher, but the audio will be 2 seconds out of sync with the video. Oh, no! I can't. No, this is too easy. No. That bugs the crap out of me. I can't watch a movie if it's a little bit out of sync. Sometimes when you're streaming stuff online, whether it's, things that are allowed to be streamed online, of course, legally. Don't steal, kids. I can't stand it when it's out of sync with the audio. It just, I can't do it. So no, I will not press that button. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Next question. End all of the world's hunger, providing every person in the world with at least 3 full-course meals a day, but you dream of being slaughtered as a random animal every night. Oh, interesting. So this is basically asking if you are willing to end world hunger at the expense of yourself. Well, this is very simple for me because I'm a social worker, and yes, I would press that button if it would end world hunger. I will put up with having some nightmares. Next question. Receive $1 million in cash, but never watch porn again for the rest of your life. Oh no! Such a difficult decision. All of these dilemmas are really easy for me. Yes, I will press that button. It's $1 million in cash, guys. It's okay, that one for me wasn't even hard. You may marry any celebrity of your choice, but your favorite actor, singer, and writer now despise you and often mock you and your spouse publicly. Oh gosh! Oh man! Oh man, I'm trying to think. If I could marry any celebrity, who would it be? And if I say, oh man, I'm trying to think. Okay, so here's the hilarious part. The person that I'm thinking in my mind for like a celebrity is not someone who appears much in like the greater, like, how do I explain it? He's on YouTube, so he's not really out in the world. So the problem is that, like, there's not, like, tabloids that would be about this, because none of the people who buy tabloids would know who he is, because it's only, like, our generation that cares. So, and the problem is I'm thinking, like, favorite actor, singer, and, oh, I didn't notice that, it's and writer. Okay, favorite actor. Who is my favorite actor? Whenever people ask me that, I usually say JGL, on Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because I don't really have one. So, okay, favorite singer would be Vienna Tang. No, Vienna Tang, don't despise me. And writer. Who's my favorite writer? I don't, like, have, like, one author. The only author that I can think of that, if I met, I would love to meet and talk with her about her books would be, Catherine Roberts, who wrote old fantasy books that I used to love as a kid. And, okay, so the problem is that, okay, I guess JGL might be outspoken and talk about it, but, like, why would Vienna Tang and Catherine Roberts care? And why would they be out? They're not even out in public that much. That's the problem, is all my favorite people are not, like, in the public eye that often, so this is really weird. Okay, but I don't know if I would want to actually marry this celebrity. I would want to make sure. Like, is this going to be a thing where, like, tomorrow? Because I have a boyfriend, he would not be happy about this. So, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. There's too many questions. Not going to do it. But pretty good. 50 out of 50. It's interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised, but that's kind of funny. A pretty good dilemma, though. That one I had to think about. Next one. You gain the ability to read minds. Oh, great. You have no inner monologue. Everything you think you say out loud. Oh, no. Oh, that would be awful. Oh, my goodness, that would be terrible. Mostly because I'm such an introspective person. Like, I'm not saying that as in, like, I'm so introspective. But just in that I'm constantly thinking in my head, like, about everything I do. It's part of how I keep saying, ironically. So... Okay, here's the problem. I don't really care about reading minds, but there's a joke among some close friends of mine that they want me to have the ability to read minds because they think I'm the only person who'd be responsible with that ability to read minds. So, no. For that sake, I'm not gonna press that button. You'll have any superpower of your choosing. Oh, I hate asking these questions. I never know what superpower to pick. But you have cancer and only 10 years to live. So... what if my superpower is, like, regeneration? Does that mean it cancels out? Because, I mean, like, but then I would live forever, and I actually don't want to live forever, so that would be kind of insane. Or I could choose the other answer that other people choose, which is time manipulation, and I just keep going back in time. My 10 years to live. Both these options sound awful. I either, like, go insanely lonely by living forever, or I just go insane by going back in time the whole time. None of these things sound appealing. So therefore, okay, are there any other superpowers that would be great to have for 10 years? And the problem is that being a superhero and saving people for 10 years, are you really going to save people? They have all those moral dilemma questions about that. So I don't know. I'll just be an average Joe. That's okay. I'm so lame, but I'll press these buttons. You can have all the money you desire, but you can only spend it on Big Macs. I don't want to spend it on Big Macs. I mean, I could go to McDonald's. I'm not, like, anti-McDonald's, but no, I'm not. No, what's the point? 42%! That's a high amount to press the button. No, bad. The button makes a funny boop sound, but the button won't make the sound if you don't press it. Oh no! I have to press the button. I must press the button. Boop! I pressed the button. You become the greatest fondler in the history of the universe and are aware of all knowledge related to sex. Okay. You can't fondle or have sex with anyone, only pass on your knowledge. I don't care about being a best fondler, because as long as the person I would choose to have sex with is happy with me, then what's the point of being the greatest fondler? No. 25% press the button. Okay. 25% are willing to be the heroes for us, I guess. You can physically, emotionally, and spiritually move any person you choose. Oh, they mean, okay, physically move, but they also mean emotionally. Okay. Your inner thoughts always play out as a voice inside your head that can't be cured through therapy and is sentient. Oh, so you have schizophrenia, but you're not actually delusional about it. Or at least people probably think you do, but you're not actually delusional about it. Okay, well here's the thing. If these inner thoughts are fine, like, you know, because the thing is that actually with someone who has thoughts in their head with schizophrenia, actually if you treat the thoughts as someone they can befriend, they're actually more likely to recover. And they may not maybe necessarily get rid of the thoughts in their head, but they'll leave a happier life. And so it's kind of like learning for them to almost kind of deal and make peace with the thoughts. So as long as I know that that's okay, as long as it's happy thoughts and it's just someone else talking with me. That actually may not be a bad thing, necessarily. I know, I sound like a crazy person, but it's okay. So, and I can spiritually move. This sounds so selfish, but if I can emotionally move any person I choose, that would very much help me in my job that I want to pursue. So, I will press the button. This sounds terrible. You will get a fully functional lightsaber, that's important, but you will lose your father's respect with no chance of regaining it. Oh. 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 Sorry, Dad! Come on, it's a lightsaber! What am I supposed to do? You can go back in time to any point of your life with full memory of what happened in your first life, okay? But you can only ever do it once, and you must live the rest of your new life at a normal pace. Oh, I see. So basically you get one do-over. One time that you get to go back in time to fix something. And at the rest, so and then you have to live with those choices. So hopefully what you did didn't screw up anything. Ooh, this is an interesting dilemma. So it's almost like having the cheat in your back pocket. The hilarious part is I'm that kind of person that if I were to have this, if I knew I had this ability where once I could do this, I probably would never use it. I'm that kind of person that, like, always waits for the emergency when I have a limited resource and then ends up never using that resource. So, like, in those stories, like those fantasy stories where they have, like, that one ultra heal, or even, like, in Avatar The Last Airbender, when Katara had the healing water, I'd be the person that, like, I probably would have used it on Aang, I guess, at that point if I was her. But to be honest, I would be that person that, like, would not know when to use it. Like, never, because I'd keep thinking, what if there's a bigger emergency? What if I don't know something is happening? And ironically, I never use it. So this is interesting. The problem, of course, is that you can't undo it if you royally mess up. And I'm the kind of person that very much does believe that things happen for a reason. But this is interesting. It's interesting to have. So, I don't know. It's weird. I think I'm going to press the button because I think it's an interesting resource to have, even if I never actually use it. So, press it. I mean, the best thing I guess I would do is just go back and get, stock in Apple or something. You become a famous psychic and work with police to read people's minds and solve crime, earning fame and money. Okay, if psychic is in quotations, does that mean I'm not really psychic? But you hear every bad thought someone thinks about you forever because of your powers. Oh, so you actually are psychic. You just hear every bad thought someone thinks about you. Well, all that just means is I gotta make sure that no one else thinks poorly of me, so I'll press that button. I'm half kidding. I mostly press it for effect, but that does sound terrible. But I mean, it's kind of true if you think about it. Don't piss people off and I'll never have a bad thought about you. Loopholes! You would have minty fresh breath for the rest of your life. Considering I'm allergic to mint, this doesn't sound good already. You could never have coffee, energy drinks, or other stimulants ever again. But I also hate coffee! Oh no! I hate both of these things! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. This is too perfect. I hate both of these things. I guess having minty fresh breath, like, as long as it didn't affect me, I guess it'd be fine, but as long as I don't smell myself, but, I mean, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink energy drinks either. I mean, I guess if it counts Gatorade, is Gatorade an energy drink? I don't even drink, if I couldn't drink Gatorade, but, I'm not gonna press it. It doesn't, why would I? There's no point! You gain super strength and can defeat anyone in a fight and lift the heaviest things. Okay. But you can't control your own strength and anyone you hug will be crushed to death. Nope! Nope! I hug too many people. That's not worth it. You can do anything you want, including superpowers and such. That's awfully vague. You must kill or destroy that which you hold dearest. But wait. If I can do anything, can I bring it back to life? I'm trying to think of what I would kill or destroy that which you hold dearest. The only thing I can think of is I would kill, like, not just one family member or one friend, but, like, a lot of people. I'd be committing mass murder. So, but if I can do anything, would I just bring them back to life and have them forget? Probably have me forget, because that's traumatic as heck. Like, this cycle's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not trusting this one, so we're not going to press the button. I don't understand the rules. You got some weird rules there, buddy. You obtain the ability to travel through time. Okay. You can never go back to plus minus 100 years from when you first departed. Oh, interesting. So I guess you're allowed to go, like, back or forward 200 years, for example, but you can only go back or go back 100 of those years. So you can't overshoot it. You can just do the, what I have to call the Steins Gate trick, which is like, you just keep going no more than 100-year shifts, you know what I mean? So let's say you want to go 300 years in the in the future, you just go 100 years, then 200 years, then the 300 years, do what you want to do, then go back 100 years, then go back 100 years. Like, I mean, you can cheat the system very easily, so I don't really care about traveling through time that much, but it'd still be interesting. So they're also not saying whether there are any repercussions. I'm going to assume there are no repercussions, and so I'm going to say yes. The main repercussions, of course, that I hear people talk about that I think is fascinating is the idea that our bacteria and the structure of our bodies are different than, you know, even the past 10 years, and so you could actually, or even the past, like, 50 years, and so you could cause plagues for people because their immune systems are not the same as yours, and you might be bringing some kind of disease over, or even in the future you might get, you know, incredibly sick, and I just find that interesting. It kind of makes you wonder whether some of the greatest plagues may have somehow been caused by time travelers. Someone should write a book about that. Man, I got great ideas for bestsellers. Everywhere you go, the temperature stays at your preferred levels. Oh, thank goodness. But birds will land on you constantly. Is that a bad thing? I think that just makes me a Disney princess, so let's go ahead. I guess I'll poop on you, but, I mean, at that point I'll probably figure out something to do with it. 51% press the button. Hey! You gain the ability to fly with no restriction. My mother would love this. But Gangsta's Paradise plays on loop in your head while flying. I don't know this song. Do I know this song? Is it a bad song? No thank you. No thank you. It's not worth that. No thank you. You are immortal and know the meaning of our existence in the one true religion. Oof. That doesn't actually sound very pleasant. You are and forever will be unable to communicate these facts with anyone or anything. No. No. I'm not like an ignorance is bliss kind of person, but that to me is true loneliness, and I'm not not about that. I'm not that kind of person. Not that kind of person. I understand why some people would do that. It makes sense, but it's an interesting dilemma, but it's not my jam. Have sex with the most beautiful women in the world every day, but never be able to consume any form of alcohol, weed, or drugs. I mean, I don't care about having sex every day. Like, that's not my thing, but I also don't really care about alcohol, weed, and drugs. I'm just not gonna press the button because I don't care. Where's the I don't care option? They don't exist. You gain the ability to start world peace. You die once it starts and are unable to see what mankind accomplishes. That's fine, as long as it continues, as long as it's done, I will do it. It's fine with me. Awesome. Yay! I feel bad that I make this sound like altruistic, because to me the problem is it's all just numbers. It's like I am one life, and world peace could save millions, billions of lives, and so if I'm the only person who has to be sacrificed for billions of lives at peace, then so what? I'm just one life. Like, that's the problem. That's my reasoning. So to me, it's not necessarily altruism, it's just statistics. You can live in a world with mutants like an X-Men and choose your own powers. Okay, but when you get injured, you will experience twice as much pain. Interesting. It's weird because there's problems with the X-Men, as in, like, people want to kill the mutants. So I feel like that would also not be a good thing. So that just seems like a very stressful life. Like, they said it's with mutants like X-Men, so it sounds like it's a very stressful life with government and, you know, issues and stuff like that, and people trying to kill you. So, interesting dilemma. I don't think I would actually want to live in a world with mutants and X-Men. Sorry. You get a walrus at your home. Yes. At any moment, you won't know in the next week you will get hit in the balls by a baseball bat. I will press this button because good luck hitting me in the balls with a baseball bat. This game was not meant for people with vaginas, was it? Find out which, if any, religion is true. Written by a Redditor atheist, I can tell. But you will never be able to convince anyone. Huh. Interesting. That's an interesting conundrum. It's not like the last rumor said I couldn't tell anyone. It just says I can't convince anyone. Which is kind of sad because, like, if my religion of Christianity is true, then I can't, like, necessarily warn the people close to me who aren't necessarily part of that religion. It's kind of funny because this is kind of assuming that, like, the spaghetti monster is true or something, so, like, no one's gonna believe you, obviously. Except, like, if one of your religions is true, like the ones that are established as true, then you have a lot of people who already believe it. What's fascinating about this, then, therefore, is that if a religion that is already, that people believe in is true, and you know it's true, it just says you won't be able to convince anyone, but it doesn't say other people can't. So what if you go to people who already believe and say, I know this is true, because they already believe, so then you have them convince everyone else, so you are making missionaries. But, I think it might be interesting. It's not as bad as the other one where it was like, you're immortal and can't tell anyone. To me, that just seems incredibly lonely, but this one I'm okay with. Become the richest person in the world. That sounds dangerous. But lose the ability to sleep. No! I like sleep too much. It doesn't say whether, like, you're okay with being able, like, lack of sleep. Because technically, what people don't realize, if you can't sleep, you can die. You can die from lack of sleep. You need to be able to sleep. This doesn't say you don't need sleep. That would be one thing. That would be awesome. I would totally press the button if it said I lost the need to sleep, because I sleep too much. That'd be awesome. Have more days, hours in a day to do stuff. But it says I lose the ability to sleep, which tells me that I will want to sleep and can't. That is a big problem. No. Bad dilemma. A major video game company decides to make a new game with you as the main character, paying you a small fortune for the rights to use your likeness. Okay, I don't know why you'd want to use Sarahscopic in a video game, but sure. The game is even more boring and annoying than your everyday life. What's more, your contract with the company requires you to play a televised 13-hour marathon of the game once a month for 5 years as promotional material. That's hilarious. The problem is that what this tells me is this game that they made is a bad game. So basically, like, they're paying you a lot of money, but you're in a bad game. It'd be one thing if I didn't like the game, and I was required to do this. That would be annoying, but the problem is that to me, it's not so much that I have to deal with it, but the fact that a game was made and I will forever be known as linked to this terrible game that I am forced to marathon. You know what I mean? And so, if no one else is enjoying it, then what's the point? I guess at the same time, if I'm allowed to be able to just, like, totally make fun of it, that would be one thing. That would be kind of funny. Like, so am I allowed to do a Let's Play of it, but totally just wreck it? Like, say I hate it and how this is so bad and a terrible thing, because that would be kind of funny. But I don't know. They're saying it's for promotional material, which tells me that they have a huge control of what I'm allowed to say. So, nah, I can't say the fact that my likeness is made for a terrible video game. No. You'll be able to see into the future, but you cannot see your own. Interesting, but what if you're seeing into the future of someone else that you're related to? Like, what if, what if I was to see into the future of my boyfriend, and I would hope I was, maybe in it, would that count? Because that would be interesting. So I don't know. Could also make a ton of money by doing, future, fortune telling for people. Future spelled wrong, I just noticed that. I don't like that. I'll do it. I'm sure I'll be able to help some people, and it doesn't say that I can't see myself in other people's futures, so. You will find your true love, but you can't have your favorite food ever again. Probably because my true love is allergic to it. I never know how to answer the favorite food question. I usually say stir fry, but people say it's not specific enough. So as long as I said a specific food item, then I'll probably be okay. So, like, what if I said my favorite food is, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. What if I said my favorite food was this particular dragon sushi from Tokyo Seoul? Like, and I could never have that dish again. I mean, it could work, right? Finding true love? I'm all about finding true love, so I would do it. I'm actually surprised. I thought less people would pick it because people usually like food. You get to go backstage and meet your favorite musicians. Lena Tang! who also is apparently talking bad to me because I'm married to a celebrity. I love how I'm not saying the name, even though most people know who it is. Every time you listen to their songs after that, your life is shortened by 1 week. I'll just figure out how to get backstage on my own terms. I can't imagine I'd be able to listen to Antebellum Innocence and having my, like, that as many times as I listen to it and having my, I'd be shortening my life by, like, 10 years at that point. You have all the same powers as Superman, but you can only use them when no one is watching you. Interesting. I kind of like this, though, because it means I can do things on the sly, so nobody ever knows I have superpowers. So I never have the pressure of having to use them, because it only activates when people can't see me. I'm okay with this. You are able to live a full lifetime in every video game you ever played as the protagonist. You will be able to respawn if you die of anything but old age. Okay. But you will have to live a full lifetime in the game before restarting into a new game, and you will return to the real world at your current age, but in the future for how many years you lived. This is kind of confusing because I have a lot of games I've left unfinished. I will leave this for you guys to answer, because I can't answer myself. So, tell me if you would do this. Would you press the button? Yes or no? Maybe why? Did I have any other choices that you think I completely missed the point on? You can let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope... Excuse me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. And without further ado, I hope to see you all in another episode of something. Bye-bye!